I just made a mess. When I ran it, ain't no stopping on the Everest. Down said, hey.
It's Madden NFL 22, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Steamers and the reigning AFC champs on Monday Night Prime Time.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with their opponents. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And CD, this is a passing league. I don't think you would argue that thought. But our ball game here features a couple of teams with strong offensive lines that really like to work the ground game.
And you and I have both heard from different people in the league who's saying that it's becoming a little bit of a lost art in the NFL, the ability to run the football. And we've heard from defensive coordinators who tell us that they play the pass first. That's not something you normally hear. But these two offenses, they're true to who they are. Both ranked in the top 5 in terms of rushing yardage. I think they're both going to use those massive offensive lines to try and wear down these defenses.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy that springs for the good stuff.
And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's up. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
They go play action here on first down. He completes it to Ridley. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers for him from a week ago, 22 carries, up over 130 yards and a touchdown.
They've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Red Dragons marching right down the field on their opening drive to take the early lead. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, out of my way, and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-time interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 9 catches for an even 100 yards. And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open. Now a play fake here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Able to avoid him at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see. Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Boston. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. And sometimes you see big plays develop on a route like this, a slant route, and the object, very simple. Get the ball to your receiver in stride. This one was right on the money. He didn't miss a beat, and then it's off to the races, and there he goes. On first down, it's Barry, and this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago. And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver? To throw on 2nd down, Boston. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Boston. Touchdown! That's caught. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Steamers are an extra point away from evening this one up. His first career touchdown pass, and you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment. It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay? Extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We're watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down now, Burks. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll try the left side. Burks. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to him.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
37-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Hands it off out of the gun. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught by Evans. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the 1st quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Remember, he scored already in this 1st quarter, and he's really trying to get off to a hot start. But on that last play, the defense had a little cool breeze back his way and said, not that time.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that'll set them back 5. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Red Dragons have taken the lead. Well, the defense defensive coverage was good. So good, he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw. Boston. He finds his man. Complete. That's Barry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain. I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Boston. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay, and early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things, that's what people are looking for.
On 1st down, Boston. His throw incomplete. 2nd and 10. From the gun, Boston. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Boston. Oh, he rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Set for the 2nd quarter, San Diego in possession of the football. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in down.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. Off play action. Boston. Rolling to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
That's the way to get it going, boy.
Throwing on first down. Boston. And that's off the mark. Incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Boston. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, Boston. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now the ball comes loose, and the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
They'll run on first down. Burks. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
Second down at 5.
Now they'll run on the draw. Up past the 25 to the 26. A gain of 5. The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Back to throw now on first down. Complete. Smith has it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On second down, Burks. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
80 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And on now is the punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense.
And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Boston. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man. Complete. That's Barrett. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw again. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's in his own 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
2nd and 5. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. 2nd and 1. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Again, he'll drop to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this one is incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. One final go for this offense here in this first half. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this.
And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Boston looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barry. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where you see the final score there. The Vikings with 2 straight wins to start the season as they get the win at home there. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visiting New York Jets. The Rams get off to a hot start as they make it 2 straight with the home victory. Lastly, we're off to the Rocky Mountains, Denver, Colorado. See what's happening with the Broncos. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting New England Patriots. The Broncos were losers a week ago, so they get the much-needed win at home in week 2. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for our visitors in the first half. And they've had all sorts of success thus far tonight throwing the football, as they're on pace to throw for 300-plus yards if things continue the way they've been going. Meanwhile, on the other side, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Well, when you've got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes.
Yeah, and at the risk of sounding just a little bit trite, this is just a tackle that needs to be made. It's one thing when you've got a bruising 230-pound running back coming your way, but when it's a quarterback who's running for his life, your teammates will tell you, you've got to get him on the ground.
Well, he hits his target, the tight end Lewis.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Right back to him on first down. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a give right side. It's Barry. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Looking to throw. Boston. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screen play is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense.
They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A 6-yard pickup.
They'll keep it on the ground. Barry. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but...
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off around the 37. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 2nd and 3. It's caught. Smith. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Red Dragons take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So they tried for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20.
49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
From the gun on 3rd down. Boston, he finds his man, complete. It's Barry. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run.
On 3rd down is very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the 1st down. But in this case, he turned into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Boston, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there. 42 yards.
And the Steamers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Just a 4-play drive that time. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The home side once again ready to take over offensively. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big, or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10.
Intercepted.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice, because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense.
They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting them the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
65 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
A good run there off right tackle. In an old school NFL football, the right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
On 1st and 10, Boston. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Boston eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
On first down, it's Barrett, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, Boston being chased out left, and he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. On first down, Boston. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Steamers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So that drive goes 8 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he'll be out right at the 35.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Pushing through the contact, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 107 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Right back to him on 1st down. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The offense on third down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. He's got Smith here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They'll run on first down. Burks. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. On first down, Burks. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
They'll keep it on the ground. Burks. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Red Dragons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Now that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So that drive, 12 plays in length. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Nice move by Lewis. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Complete to number 87.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a give, right side. Barry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Boston. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick slant here to Smith.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Burks. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Burks. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. And just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Burks able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They'll run on 1st down. Burks. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
They'll call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the home team here, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.